EC Electronics. So today we are going to kickstart the GATE 2021 electronics preparation, that is exam preparation. We are going to start the GATE 2021 preparation in a full-fledged manner. Okay, so we'll be doing a mock test for GATE 2021 preparation. Not only just GATE, we are going to do a series of mock tests as various parts for GATE and ESE exam preparation. So in this video, we are going to see in detail about the exam pattern and also about the syllabus, that is the most important areas and the subjects we are going to see for GATE 2021 electronics examination. Okay, so if you are somebody interested in writing the GATE examination, please take a paper and pen and please note down the things which we are going to discuss in this video. So we will be discussing only the required things. I'm not going to blabber about anything. So let's start. Okay, so the exam mode, if you are a person who is going to attempt GATE for the first time, just know that the GATE examination is conducted as an online examination and it is a computer based examination. It is not an OMR examination which you use pen and paper. Here you are going to answer the questions in a computer. Okay, so computer based examination it is, that is the first thing. Exam mode is computer based. Then the number of questions from the previous year patterns, the number of questions seen is 65 questions, and here you have to answer questions from your subject. If you are applying for GATE EC or GATE EEE, then you have to answer the questions from your respective subjects, core subjects, along with aptitude and engineering mathematics. So we are discussing for GATE engineering electronics. So you have to answer the questions from your core electronic subjects along with maths and also aptitude. Okay, so total there is a sum total of 65 questions. Okay, number of questions is 65. Then the time duration is 3 hours. So we are discussing about all these things from the previous year's analysis. So the time duration is 3 hours and it will be 180 minutes. So if you see roughly, you'll get for answering each question 2.7 minutes, or you can say it is 2 minutes. Okay, we will round it off as 2 minutes because the lesser the time you take, the more efficient you will be in answering all the questions. Okay, so anyway, the total marking is 100 marking. That is for this total 65 question, the total mark awarded is 100. And know that there are questions with 1 marks and there are questions with 2 marking. Okay, so this question paper is actually a mixture of 1 mark questions and 2 mark questions. In the aptitude session and also in these 2 sessions, so you can see there are, that is, if in the question paper you can actually see as 2 parts or 2 sections. First one is aptitude, then the next one is for maths and your subject, core subject. So here also and here also you can see questions from 1 marking and 2 marking. Okay, anyway, the total mark is 100 marks. Now I hope that you are now familiar with the number of questions, the time duration and the total marking. So if somebody is asking you what is the time duration, you should be able to know that it is a 3-hour examination, total mark is 100. There is questions from 1 mark and 2 marks and the number of questions is 65. Now going on to the various sessions, there is an aptitude session. You can find questions from reasoning aptitude in this area. The marking allotted is 15. That is 50% marks is awarded for this aptitude area. It is generally called as aptitude area. Then engineering maths is also a relevant area or a subject in GATE. So you have to answer questions from the engineering mathematics. Again, the percentage of marking is 15% of 15 marks. Next, most important part is your subject knowledge. Here we are discussing for EC and the percentage is 70% or 70 marks. Now about the exam date. Usually the pattern we are seeing is that exams are generally conducted on February. Since there is a lot of candidates applying for engineering GATE examinations, you have to, that is you will be writing the examination in any weeks, that is during any Saturdays and days of the February, most probably during the first weeks. Okay, so that is the expected date. Now we are going through a difficult period or a quarantine period. We don't know what is going to happen, but we can expect the date to be on the first weeks of February. Okay, that is the exams will be on Saturday or Sunday only. So just know that it will be on February. So that is all about the exam pattern. I hope that you have got a good enough knowledge about the exam pattern. Now we are going to see about the syllabus of our examination, GATE examination for especially EC. So we are discussing basically for EC or electronics in this channel. So we'll be discussing the syllabus for GATE 2021 electronics exam. Okay. So first we are going to see in the general aptitude session, that is you'll be awarded 15 marks. Okay. So for total for maths, that is aptitude, general aptitude and reasoning, and for English, the sum total mark is 15 marks awarded. Okay. And also I'm telling it once again, there are 1 mark questions and there are 2 mark questions. So you should be knowing that this is one session. And in this area, what all things you have to prepare to score this 15 marks. Okay, so I'm including only the important areas. First one is data interpretation, then numerical computation, numerical reasoning and numerical estimation in the math session. So you know that in the aptitude means maths session, quantitative aptitude. Okay, for quantitative aptitude or math session, you have to go for data interpretation preparation, then numerical computation. That can be either some sums will be given to you, you have to find the result, or some word problems. For example, age problems, ratio problems, proportion, all these are numerical computation type of questions. You can face all those things. There can be, okay. Then numerical reasoning and numerical estimation. Okay, so these are the important areas you have to prepare in the general aptitude maths. For the English, you have to go for, there is verbal ability, English grammar, sentence completion, word groups, instructions, verbal analogies, critical reasoning and verbal deduction. That is, you have to give a standard preparation for your English and maths. So that gives us some total of the general aptitude session, and that gives you a total of 15 marks. Okay, so next we are going to see what are the important areas, what are the important topics you have to prepare for the engineering mathematics. We are going to see about the most important topics and subjects of engineering mathematics for GATE 2021 electronics. Okay, so it is also common for mostly all branches. Okay, engineering maths also. So maths, the important subjects or chapters are linear algebra, calculus, differential equation and vector analysis. There's also other chapters we'll discuss nextly. So the first one is linear algebra. In that you have to prepare vector space equations, method for calculating basis or basis calculations, linear dependence and independence, then metrics and finding the rank of metrics, then linear equations. Okay, so linear equations are very important in linear algebra. So these are the important areas in which that is from which you have to these are the important areas which you have to prepare from the linear algebra chapter. Then from the calculus, mean value theorems, theorems of various theorems of calculus, partial derivatives, maxima and minima type of problems, Taylor series. Then these are very important, line, surface and volume integral. I think you cannot see this. This is line. Okay, line integral, surface integral and volume integrals. Then next important chapter is differential equations, first order and higher order equations, then Cauchy's and Euler's theorem, then partial differential equation, variable separable methods, initial and boundary value problems. Differential equation is also very, very important. Next is vector analysis. You have to prepare vectors in plane and space, vector operations, gradient, finding the gradient, divergence and curl of vectors, then Gauss, Green's and Stokes theorems. These are theorems. Okay, these theorems are also very important. I'm not telling that you have to prepare only these chapters or these areas from these chapters. The entire engineering mathematics is important, but you have to give more weightage to these topics from these chapters. Okay, next we are going to see the other chapters from engineering mathematics. Next important chapters are complex analysis, numerical methods, and probability and statistics. Okay, so in complex analysis, you know that complex functions are important. The analytical functions, Cauchy's integral theorem, Cauchy's integral formula, Taylor and Lorentz series, and residue theorem. Then in numerical methods, convergence criteria, then single and multi-step methods for differential equations, non-linear equations and their solutions. Then in probability and statistics, you have to mainly concentrate on mean, median and mode, finding the mean, median, mode of given set of data. Then standard deviation, variance and standard deviation is also important. Binomial, Poisson's and Poisson's exponential and normal functions. These are actually probability distribution functions. You have to study these. Then join and conditional probability, correlation and regression analysis. So these are the most important chapters which you have to prepare in engineering mathematics. And a lot of people is actually telling me to do videos on engineering mathematics preparation also, but I'm not really good at engineering mathematics. And also I'm not really comfortable in teaching mathematics. I would request you to please refer. There's a lot of YouTube channels where you can solely depend on preparation of engineering mathematics. In our channel, we'll be concentrating on electronics. All the core subjects of electronics, you can depend on my channel or our channel. Okay. Also, we'll be doing a mock test, as I told. And in that mock test, I'll be including mathematics questions, which we'll be discussing. Okay. So, we'll be, that is from today or day after tomorrow. That is from tomorrow or day after tomorrow. We'll be doing mock test videos. We'll be starting actually the mock test series, and in that we'll be including all sort of questions from all the three sections: aptitude, maths, and also from the core subjects. Okay, so totally 10 questions will be there, and the time division and everything I'll be telling towards the end of this video. Okay, how I'm planning to do the mock test, how you have to answer the questions, and then I'll be showing the solutions. So just like I'm doing for the technical assistant examination, I'm planning to do a mock test series, which I have really not found in any of other channels as mock tests for GATE. Okay, so next we are going to see about the electronics, that is which all subjects and which all areas from these subjects you have to concentrate. So we are going to see the syllabus of engineering electronics for GATE 2021. Next, we are going to see about the electronics, that is the core subject syllabus. Okay, so the most important subjects first, let us talk about. The first important subject is analog circuits or analog electronics, then digital circuits, then EMT, networks, signals and systems, control systems, then radar, optical communication. All these are the most important subjects. PDC. So these are the important subjects. Now, from these subjects, it is nearly impossible to study the entire subject. So we'll pick out the most important topics, which we commonly see in all question papers, the type of questions, the areas which we see in all question papers. Let us discuss. Okay, so I'll be saying all these things. So if you want to note down, please note it down. Also, you can find the notes of this in the Facebook page of our channel. Okay. So first discussing about the analog circuits, we'll start from the very basics. Clippers, clampers, these are wave shaping circuits, and also all circuits with diodes are very important. Diode equation is very important. The characteristics of diode, the caras, all these things are important. Then circuit analysis, it can be a combination of any of the circuit elements. Some circuit will be given to you. We need to find the analysis of the circuit and its applications. So while I'm saying this, the problems and the theory is also important. That BJT and MOSFET, single stage, multi-stage amplifiers, BJT biasing, Q factor, the load line, everything is important. The frequency response of the BJT and MOSFET, then stability Q point, which we have already told, then small signal analysis. These are the most important areas. Then for the BJT, there is another area which is the type of configuration. Common emitter, common collector, common base, its current gains, voltage gains, resistances. All these things are also important. Okay. And also it can be simply that is how to find the region of operation, the mode of operation. We have done a lot of videos for these type of questions, especially for mode of finding the mode of operation or the region of operation of the transistor BJT. How to do that we have discussed. Okay, so these type of questions you can see in these question papers. So these are the important areas. Then especially for amplifiers, you need to cover multi-stage amplifier, differential amplifier, feedback, power amplifier, operational amplifiers. And operational amplifier itself is a very important area. Op-amps, there is a lot of configurations of op-amp: inverting, non-inverting, summing, integrator, differentiator. All these are important. Then all the circuits, you need to sometimes find the voltage gain or the resistance, can be series or for feedback resistance or input resistance. So these are important areas. Then series RLC circuit or the resonance circuits, that is an important area. You can find questions for finding quality factor or bandwidth or resonant frequency, or finding the values of any of these components R, L or C. Okay, so these are very important, or the 3 dB bandwidths. So these are the important areas. Then oscillators, there's a different varieties of oscillators, its tuning circuits, its types, its criteria, or in the tuning circuit sometimes you need to find the frequency of the circuit, tuning circuit, or you need to find the value of these components, can be most probably L or C. So that is also important. Next, filters, rectifiers. Rectifiers is a very important area. Timers, 555 timer, and also some other circuits also. For example, multi vibrators, stable, monostable, their problems. Okay, so these are the most important areas which you need to cover in the analog circuit subject. I'm not telling that these are the only area, entire subject is important, but these are the most important areas which you need to cover. Then moving on to the next important subject, which is digital circuits. The first area is number system. In number system, there is a lot of number system conversions from binary to octal, octal to decimal, or from a hexa to decimal or binary. So these conversion in between one another is very important. Or finding the base, that is, you need to find in which base the number is expressed. Then Boolean simplification, it can be either Boolean expression simplification or logic gate simplification. K-map simplification, K-maps itself is very important. Then gates, gate question, combination circuits, various gates connected, you need to find the end result, or you need to find the input combination. Then CMOS connection, adders, chord converters, parity generators, all these are very important. Then mux, demux, decoder, encoder, PLAs. So these are actually combinational or memoryless circuits. The next one is sequential circuits, latches, flip-flops, or all flip-flops areas are important. Shift registers, FSM. Okay, so these are the important areas. In FSM area itself, we can find mealy type of FSM, more type of FSM. Sometimes you need to find for a particular sequence of input, how many times the output is detected by the sequence detector or the FSM. That type of questions you can find. Then in these areas, you can find the combination of any of this. Okay, that is mux, demux, encoder, decoder, adders combined together. Combination questions can come. Then ADC, DAC, all ADCs, DACs are important, sample and hold circuit. Sometimes the questions can be about the resolution or the voltage or the number of comparators required. So these are the important areas. Then the memories, ROM, SRAM, DRAM. These are the most important areas of digital circuits. Okay. So the first two important subjects which I have included is analog circuits and digital circuits. The next two subjects are electronic devices and circuits and communications. Okay. So electronic devices and circuit and communication, we have done formula revision videos, and also for digital electronics and analog electronics also. So please do watch the formula revision playlist. There is a lot of formula revisions of various subjects included over there. So for EDC, we have to start from the very basic semiconductors. Okay. the energy bands, Fermi energy level, valence band, conduction band, movement of carriers, for the case of intrinsic and also extrinsic silicon or any semiconductor, germanium also. Their mobilities, their comparison, that is the mobility comparison of silicon, germanium. These are also important. Then for the case of carriers, the diffusion current, drift current, current densities, diffusion and drift current densities are very important. Then mu, rho and sigma. Mu is permeability, then rho is conductivity, resistivity, and sigma is the conductivity. Sorry, mu is not permeability, mu is mobility. Okay, mobility, resistivity and conductivity of these carriers are very important. Then the PN junction equation and PN junction characteristics, diodes, basic diodes and Zener diodes, its applications, theory questions also you can expect. Then BJT, MOS capacitor, LED, IC fabrication. IC fabrication I have included twice. Okay, IC fabrication, its various steps, various processes involved. Then semiconductors, all basic characteristics, and BJT and MOSFET parameters, and also all special diodes like tunnel diode, gun diodes, and all the special diodes, SCR, triac, all these are very important. Photodiodes, solar cells. You know, in EDC, that is electronic devices and circuits, you study a lot of special devices, IGBT, all these things you study there. You should know the basics at least, okay? Sometimes they'll be giving some symbols. You need to find what is that component. So like these, they can match the following question. Some elements, its symbols are given in the other column. You have to match with that component. So these type of questions also you can expect. Then in communication, it's a wide subject. A lot of important areas are there. So if I have missed out some of the important areas, please do correct it. Okay. So in communication, you can actually divide it into analog and digital communication. Both are very important. For analog communication, AM, FM, PM, its bandwidth, its frequency, its power calculations, all are very important. Its spectra, its equations, the circuits, then the spectra of these, all the spectras for all the three. Then superheterodyne and receiver is very important. There is a lot of questions from us from these sessions, especially for calculating the local oscillator frequency or the image frequency or the intermediate frequency. You can find a lot of questions. Then information theory, in that you in the analog area you need to study the entropy, the channel capacity. Channel capacity is also very important. Shannon-Hadley theorem for finding the channel capacity. Sometimes they'll be asking the theorem itself, or you need to find what is the bandwidth, what is the SNR, or what is the capacity, or what can be the maximum data rate. So these are the important areas. For digital communication, PCM, DPCM, modulations like all keying type of modulations are digital. ASK, PSK, FSK, QAM, MAP and ML decoding, matched filter for receiving these. That is at the receiver side. Then various codes, the linear codes, convolution code, Hamming codes, all these its characteristics are very important. Then SNR, BR, then multiplexing techniques and multiple access techniques also. That is TDMA, CDMA, FDMA, intersymbol interference, then error correction. All these are the most important areas of digital communication. And from this random process and variables area of communication systems, you need to study autocorrelation, power spectral density, white noise properties, filtering of random signals using LTI filters. Okay, so these are the most important areas. I'm telling it, the communication systems is a very important and wide subject. There's a lot of important topics, and mostly all entire communication systems is covered in all exams. You cannot predict from which area, because all areas are really important. Okay, so please do try to cover this subject as much as possible. And these are the most important areas which you cannot actually skip. Okay. The next important subjects are network, EMT, radar, optical, and microprocessor and microcontroller. Okay, so this board actually is a bunch of important topics. Okay, so network is a very important subject. It's actually a little bit tough questions you can expect from this subject. solving the questions or finding the equivalent voltage or resistance or whatever, or sometimes performing some theorems over a circuit. These type of questions can generally be seen, and the most important areas are mesh analysis, node analysis, KCL, KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law, current law, theorems, Thevenin's theorem, Norton's theorem, maximum power transfer theorem, superposition theorem, or delta to Y conversion or Y to delta conversion. We have done a lot of videos for these type of questions, and it has been included in the network playlist. Then steady state analysis of a circuit, network equation and its solution in terms of the Laplace transform, linear two-port network, various parameters of the two-port networks, then Z parameter, Y parameter, these are very important. Then transfer functions, actually transfer functions you have to consider here also, and in the control systems also, okay. Then frequency domain analysis of RLC circuit. So that is very, very important subject called network. Then from EMT, I've actually included EMT, antenna and microwave together. More focus you have to give to EMT and antenna, okay. So that are the two next important subjects. First you have to prepare from electromagnetic wave, its properties, that is its velocity, its cutoff wavelength. So all these things for the electromagnetic wave, EM wave properties is very important. Then polarization, velocity, all these things are very important, especially also for the waveguides. So there are various type of waveguides, and also for EM wave, its skin depth, all these things are very important. I've done a separate video on EM wave, please do watch that video. I've included all the important topics over there. And also for waveguides, I've done a video on rectangular waveguide, its various properties, its cutoff wavelength, various modes. So there are actually not only rectangular waveguide, there is circular and elliptical waveguides. We have to mainly study rectangular and circular waveguide, and from that most important one is rectangular one. There are various modes allowed for rectangular waveguides. The modes for light allowed inside the rectangular waveguide, and what are its properties for the rectangular waveguides also, and for the various modes also. Its velocity, group velocity, phase velocity, what is its various parameters you need to study. Then transmission line, it is a very, very important area. You cannot go for GATE exam without covering this topic, okay. Transmission line, its characteristic impedance, its various parameters, load impedance, how impedance matching is done, what are the various factors you need to find. Sometimes the VSWR, reflection coefficient, all these things are important. And also polarization of the EM wave, okay. There is linear, circular and elliptical polarization. What are the parameters, how this polarization is actually achieved, you need to find, you need to study actually. Then the Maxwell's equation, Poynting vector. So this EMT, antenna and microwave is actually one of the very, very, very important topic or area or subject, and one of my personal favorites, okay. Then Smith chart, I've done a detailed video on the basics of Smith chart. Then parameters, ABCD parameters, electrostatics. Then from microwave you have to actually study klystron, CWT, magnetron, its various modes. All those things are important. Then antenna is a very, very important, and mostly I don't think that I've seen even a single GATE question paper without antenna. Antenna is very important in all EMT also, in microwave also. You can see some antenna questions connected to any of those, okay. That is antenna. You need to find the power dissipation, you need to study the directivity, gain, then its type. I've done a separate video on the types of antennas, okay. That itself is actually very important. You need to actually know what are the various types of antenna and what all antennas are included in various types. Some of the antennas we only have heard of its names. It is actually included in one of the broad category of antennas, okay. So you need to study all those things, and what are the various radiation patterns for various types of antennas, what are the various losses, all these things are very important, okay. EMT, antenna and microwave is actually a very major or a bunch of important areas, okay. Then microprocessor and microcontroller, you need to actually study all the special function registers, ports, memory, all the special features. Also there can be some code snippet, okay. Some assembly language coding is given to you, you need to find the result of it. So that is also very important. Assembly language coding, VHDL coding, and C program basics. Any of these can be seen as code snippet. That is, you will be given some code snippet from either VHDL or some micro assembly language or some C. Then you need to find what is the result coming. This type of questions also you can expect. Okay. So that is the next important subjects. Next we are going to see about control systems and signals and systems. Sorry, I missed out one of the important subjects here, radar and optical. Radar is very important subject. Radar, you don't have to actually give more confusing thinking for radar, because radar questions you can see a pattern of questions, normally same type of questions you can expect. Okay, that can be from that is finding the range of the radar, or what is the frequency related questions, can be from Doppler effect, or you need to find the resolution of the radar. So again, we have done a separate video on radar, and also there's a lot of questions of radar being solved. So please do watch the radar playlist. The video may be given a title like a SRO exam preparation, but the questions is from radar, so you can watch it and you can use it for your preparation. Then optical communication, you can expect questions from areas of numerical aperture, Snell's law, step and graded index fibers, single mode, multi-mode fibers, which I have not written here actually, then normalized frequency, then acceptance angle. Again, I have done a video on optical communication important topics, or the formula revision you can call it. Please do watch it. So these are the important areas. Next we are going to see about control systems and signals and systems. And two subjects are signals and system and control systems. Okay, so these are actually another two subjects from where you can expect a little bit tough questions. Okay, so the earlier ones, from my point of view, analog circuits or EDC or digital or EMT, microwave and antenna, radar, optical, microprocessor, microcontroller, from these areas you can find questions that can be tough, but not really very tough. Okay, but from signals and control systems and networks, these type of subjects, you can find twisted questions, sometimes some confusing questions, or some networks or some systems which you find difficult to solve. So you have to give more focus on these subjects. Okay, so the basic important topics from these subjects are, first one is basic signal types from signals and system, basic signal types and its features, various types of signals. Okay, then Fourier series, Fourier transform, sampling theorem is very important. Sampling theorem and its application. Some signals will be given to you. You need to find whether the sampling theorem is followed, the Nyquist criterion is followed or not. Then DFT, IDFT, DTFT, is a transform, Laplace transform of some given systems or signals you need to find. Then linear time invariant systems, and for this you need to concentrate on causality, stability, impulse response, frequency response. Then linear circular convolution, Paul zeros. Here also you need to you sometimes need to concentrate on, that is, not sometimes, you have to concentrate on poles and zeros and finding the stability, whether it is minimum phase or non-minimum phase, or whether it is stable or not, drawing the pole zero plot. All these are important. Then stability, then group delay, phase delay, parallel and cascaded structures, and frequency response. So these are the important areas from signals and systems. Then from control systems, you need to study the basics of control systems, some theory questions. Then controllers, there are various type of controllers. Then Nyquist stability condition and its analysis. Then Routh-Hurwitz and various plots, region of convergence, transfer function. Some transfer function will be given to you. You need to find some properties of that system, can be poles or zeros or stability or minimum phase, or all these are important. Then feedback principle, block diagram and signal flow graph. These are very important subjects. Very important areas. Block diagram deduction, conversion of a block diagram to signal flow graph, or analysis of block diagram or signal flow graph. Then Bode plot, root locus of a system's transfer function or root locus, drawing the root locus. Then compensators, lead, lag, lead compensators. Also steady state model analysis and its solutions. Okay, so these are the most important subjects from control systems. So we have seen all the important areas from analog circuits, digital circuits, EDC, communication, EMT, network, microwave antenna, and EMT, okay, clubbed together. Then radar, micro processor, microcontroller, then optical communication, signals and systems, and control systems. So these are the most important subjects. I'm telling it once again, all entire syllabus of electronics is important. Some, you know that there are some subjects which you really not need to concentrate. All other subjects are actually important, but mainly they are focusing on these subjects. In the syllabus of GATE, they have given these subjects. Okay. So, and also we have discussed about the aptitude areas, what all things you need to concentrate from the maths and English, and also from the engineering maths, we have discussed all important chapters and its all important sessions or areas from these chapters. And for engineering electronics, these are the important subjects specified in the GATE syllabus. Okay. So I really hope that you found this video useful, especially for those people who have not yet started their preparation. Please make a good note of this syllabus and start your preparation. Okay. And next I want to discuss about the mock test, which will be starting very soon. Most probably day after tomorrow or after 2-3 days, we'll be starting the mock test for combined for GATE and ESE. We'll be including 10 questions from these 3 sessions, okay, from the core subjects and from engineering maths and from aptitude, clubbed together 10 questions, and 15 minutes will be the time allotted for answering these questions. And first the questions will be shown to you, then after that, after showing these 10 questions, you can actually pause a video and try answering these questions, taking maximum of 15 minutes. Then the solutions will be given to you, okay. So likewise we'll be doing, so after answering the 15 questions, you can see the solutions. Okay, so you can make use of this mock test for preparation for GATE exam or ESE exam or any competitive examinations of electronics. The questions will be from medium to tough difficulty level. Not really any easy questions are going to be included, because you know that for GATE exams there is some standard. So the total mark, there is no marking as such. That is, consider that each question carry 2 marks, okay, because there are maximum 2 marking allotted for GATE exams. The maximum marking is going to be 2 marks, and total timing is 15 minutes and 10 questions will be there, okay. So please make use of these mock test videos for your preparation. And along with that, as I have told earlier, there is a lot of videos included in the formula revision playlist, and also in subject playlist we are doing a lot of videos for separate subject wise preparation for various areas of the various subjects, like networks, signals and networks, digital, analog electronics, radar, all these for all these subjects there are separate playlists. Please do watch it. There's a lot of numerical questions also being solved, not just theory questions or theory areas. Okay, so and also if you found this video useful, please do share it maximum, because a lot of people is going to attempt GATE and ESE examinations. We'll be doing a video for ESE syllabus and exam pattern very soon. So this video is for GATE people. Please do share it with maximum GATE people. And if you found it useful, please do give it a thumbs up, and also do share it, as I said earlier. If you want more videos, please do subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and keep on watching.